Hey guys, welcome to another SaaS landing page teardown. Today we have SecureFrame, which has let's say a very particular problem that a lot of SaaS companies have that I want to explain essentially how to fix, right? So they talk about here's the automated compliance platform built by compliance experts. It's an okay headline, but at least they mention all the types of, let's say the different types of compliance that they help you be compliant with, right? And maintain compliance and all these things. They talk about all the certifications that you can get and that you can maintain with their products. But the problem with what they're doing, and a lot of SaaS companies do this, is they make a lot of claims, right? They say they're really good. They say you can maintain. They say you can save money, you can save time, all these little things. But the problem is, if you make a claim and you don't justify it well enough, no one's going to believe it, right? Because you're saying that you do something without clearly justifying how you do it. So therefore, people are not going to believe or even understand how you do it in the first place, right? So because of that, it's kind of hard to convince someone, especially a big company, that has to do this all the time, and there are big fines if they're not complying with it, and so on and so forth. So these are the very companies that they're looking for, but if they're not really specific about how it works, then it's going to be hard to close, right? Especially because in this particular type of market, they have two problems. People that are not aware enough about how these things work and how they should be compliant and really how much work is actually involved, versus other companies which actually been through it in the past. They're very educated on the problems that could happen with other tools, and if they don't see why this product is better, they're not going to convert either, right? So it looks like on both ends of the spectrum, we're not really addressing anything, right? Because if you look at the rest of the website, it's just about listing out a bunch of features and stuff that they do. They can get a few alerts, and you can do audits faster, right? It is basically a bunch of claims over and over and over, right? Whereas we can keep a similar hero, but then we need to clearly justify from beginning to end how exactly do you improve every single area of the compliance or the auditing process, right? So for example, maybe you have all these integrations, and what do they do exactly? Maybe they go through all the tools that you use and they figure out what are the potential risks of you leaking out data or not asking for the customer's permission, like on the GDPR side, all these little things, and then analyzes all the risk and everything that needs to be fixed, right? So instead of saying you have a bunch of integrations, we need to say, hey, we're essentially going to plug in with all the tools you use and figure out what are all the areas that you need to fix, right? It's essentially an automated audit that you get, which is framed completely different to how they're explaining it right here, right? This doesn't mean anything. It just says we analyze tools or we have these many integrations, right? And then you click learn more if you want to learn more about it. And then you need to go through 10 pages to just understand what it does. It just makes no sense, right? They need to explain from beginning to end how you can get audit ready within a few weeks, right? The exact process. So first it analyzes the risk. Then most likely is going to give you detailed suggestions on how to be compliant with whatever thing you want to be compliant with, on how to fix it. Then you get alerts to maintain the compliance, so whenever something goes wrong. Then we can't really say you get alerts. We have to say that you get alerts, how often they get checked, and does it tell you how to fix them, right? And what are all the type of alerts that I can get? Because if I have a big company, I want to make sure that I get all the alerts required for me to be compliant again, that they don't miss out on anything. Because if they miss out on this one thing, they miss the audits, they have to do it again, and they get fined, right? So it's a huge risk, and people not understanding if this is going to cover every single thing that they need, right? Then the support part is actually good because it says that you're actually going to talk with compliance experts. This is the first time that I actually saw this on a page that I haven't written, talking about who's actually going to give you support. Which is a guy that is an expert, which is great. This is exactly what we want. They just don't know how often you can get the supports and how detailed they actually get, right? Because they show this recreated screenshots instead of showing that maybe this person jumped on a call with them and showed them how to fix it. Maybe they addressed a few things that they might have missed. All these little things, right? That they want to address, right? So what they're doing here is they're making a bunch of claims. They're not justifying it, and the way to fix it is thinking about the auditing process in order to become compliant and tell them from beginning to end how SecureFrame makes every little step of becoming audit ready 10 times better, right? That is the only way to stand out. So let me know what you think about this page in the comments. Let me know what you changed, or if there's any other company that does this better. And if you're interested in getting my help, just go to cortez.design/apply or send me a DM so I can help you figure out if I can help you improve your conversions and maybe help you rewrite the website and so on and so forth, right? So let me know what you think, and talk soon. Cheers.